adults, I teach teens. We're going to take you through the whole driving process to help you obtain your license. We'll have a conversation about how your life will change once you obtain your license and the process of actually going through it. So if you're lucky enough to, get into a car with a trainer or someone who's a trusted person, take your time. Don't put pressure on yourself, because if you put pressure on yourself, you're going to mess up. Mess up means you're going to go off the road, hit a sign, hit a car, lock up on the road, okay? I'm going to take you through the whole situation. So when you're in the car, you want to make sure you're comfortable, okay? I'm like 6'4", 270. I want to get comfortable in the vehicle. I want to frame my rear window in the mirror so when I'm driving, I can see everything out of my back window and make sure everything is good. My mirror's a little bit dirty, okay? It's full of fingerprints too. I don't like that. So I'm going to make sure everything is comfortable. Now, your passenger side mirror and your driver's side mirror. Your driver's side mirror is on the left. We're in America, so our steering wheel is on the left. I want to look straight ahead and bring that mirror in a little bit. I want to see everything that's behind me and beside me. Next, my passenger side mirror. We're using driver's side terms. Driver's side, passenger side, rear view mirror. Okay, now I'm going to put on my seatbelt. Okay, it's got to go across your body. Okay, so that's it. Now that we're comfortable, we want to take a breath for a moment. Okay, breathe and realize driving can be very overwhelming. So we're going to use the gradual release process. Okay, I'm going to model everything that you should be doing. Because I'm a state certified instructor, the state, the federal government have recognized my skills. And my job is to teach adults how to drive and teens how to drive. So we're going to focus on the adults today. And I'll use adult examples to help you understand, okay? And we realize as adults, it's not always going to be perfect. We're not in our 20s anymore. We're not in our 30s. We are trying to get comfortable to get into the car to drive, okay, to help our family. Okay, you put your right foot on the brake. We don't drive with our left. Your left foot goes to the dead pedal. And you, in this case, this car has a column shifter, and R is for reverse. So I'm going to back up, and I'm going to turn the steering wheel to the left. The rear will go to the left. The front will swing out to the right. So I'm looking around, pivoting. Then I'm going to stop, and I turn out. Now, I turn hand over hand. In small, low-speed maneuvers, hand over hand is comfortable. You can have better steer control. Some people do hand to hand. At the end of the day, I don't care how you turn the wheel. I just want you to feel comfortable. And if you're too close to the steering wheel, you're going to be shuffling it back and forth, back and forth. So you want to be about 12 to 14 inches away from the steering wheel because there's an airbag. It's got a little stuff in here, so we're going to let down that window a little bit, get some of this fresh air. When you're going down to the bottom of a driveway, as I'm looking right now, and then I'll change the camera, you want to look left and right. I'm going to show you. Okay, here's the steep driveway. We want to go down slow, and I'm going to make a left. Left is down. And then we turn the blinker up for a right turn. And we want to look where we're going to the turn slow. All right, see how the person that's popped out in front of us, he could have waited, but that's how people get ran over. So you don't want to panic. It's a nice BMW too. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go up to the edge, and then we have to stop. This is a partially controlled intersection. Part of this tutorial will be education. We have a regulatory sign. I'm gonna back up a little bit. This red sign is a regulatory sign. So what does this mean? If we don't stop, we can get a ticket. If we don't stop, we can also get hit. And if we don't stop and hit someone, we're at fault. The cross street has the right of way. The green signs are guide signs. This tells us the name of the street. Guide signs can be green and white, brown and white, blue and white. It really depends on the city or state or municipalities. I want to make that very clear to you. Okay, I'm going to show you what you should be doing here. You should be looking left and right, and then we're going to make the turn. I'll flip the camera every other angle. So we're going to come up and make a left turn. So you want to go slow, and you want to go into your turn and turn left and go in slow. Okay. We see a car parked to the right, we're going to get over a little bit to the left. Now this thing is called a speed bump. You'll bottom out your car. You'll bottom out your car if you go too fast over. Okay, here's our signs again. We have a regulatory sign, which is a stop, and we have to stop. And then we have a one-way. So I'm going to go up. Now, the regulatory sign says one way to the right, no turn on red. So we got to follow the rules and follow the law. And I got to turn on my right turn signal because I am going to turn right. This inside lane is for right turns only or going straight. If you just popped in, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens today. The focus is adults. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for supporting. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we got a green. We're looking. And we're going to get on the freeway. Right? So basically, I'm better now. Good for you. I'm better too. Let me talk to you a second here. I'm better too. I was running late this morning. I was really tired, but I'm better now. So I'm merging out on the expressway. When you see me looking, that's what you have to do. So it's a quick look out, and boom. Okay, we're at about 60. That's fine. We're cruising. We're rolling good, riding good, and we're in the first lane. So this is for adults only. So if you're a teen, don't be here right now. So adults, we're just learning to be smooth. We're cruising. You've seen your uncle, you've seen your auntie, they got that nice little car. They just cruise. Okay, some aunties and uncles drive fast. My aunties and uncles were really chilled. They had nice cars. They weren't into the muscle cars, but they were into the bigger Cadillacs and the big Buicks. Okay? And then some of my other family members, they had the fast cars, right? Chevelles, the Mustangs, right? All right, so we're cruising here right now, about 60, 65. And we're just trying to stay smooth, stay chilled. Now this is spring break, so what does this mean? People are leaving to go to Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, right? And we are now in the middle lane, so this is to smooth up. I see some brake lights. What's going on? So this car from Illinois is ahead of us, the one with the white and blue license plate. They could have drove straight from Illinois. We don't know. They're just kind of tapping brakes for nothing. Could be adaptive cruise control. We don't know. But I'm lifting my foot because we're about at 50 now. And I see brake lights ahead, so lift your foot. If you were my dog driver, we just trying to cruise, get comfortable, and just stay relaxed. They were gone now, so I'm trying not to worry, but pretty often we do worry. Oh, they almost ran into one. Ooh, I gotta squeeze my brakes. And I'm gonna squeeze really slow. Could you use you could use your cruise control. It's a little heavier traffic right now. I can set my cruise control right now in this car, but by it being Friday at 2:38 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be in stop and go traffic, stop and go traffic, stop and go traffic. It wouldn't be as practical. If I was leaving the state, going on like a nice little quick highway drive, yeah. You see all this stop and go? Nah. Because every time you hit your brake, it's going to cut it off. And under 30 miles an hour, it shuts off. It's like a safety feature. Like this big semi truck to my right. But you know, you're from the New York area, you tell me that. So this is the type of traffic you probably have 24 hours a day. When I left this morning at about 8, I kind of missed a rush hour, but then I hit some traffic on the expressway. I did make it to the office on time. You know, we had a little continental breakfast and had a couple of cups of orange juice. It was nice. So everyone's chilling right now, right? And for an adult, we're just trying to get you hours and get you comfortable out here. So if you're an adult learner, this is for you. Okay? Now we're picking up speed again. And my mental mindset, like, I'm comfortable. We're at about 60. And we're just taking our time, feeling comfortable, and just trying to do the best that we can. That's all we can do. And they're hauling an animal in there. It's probably a horse. So I'm going to keep moving. Stay real smooth. Still about 65. So I like the middle lane because you don't have to deal with a lot of merging traffic. And we did some in the meeting yesterday. The middle lane is the safest lane. So we're not the fastest, but we're not the slowest. And then if you were practicing with me, we would go on the expressway and off. On and off. Would you like me to do an expressway merge on and off? I can. And if you put yes in the chat, I'll get off at this exit, which is a mile away, and I'll do a merge for you. I'll show you. I already did one getting on, but if you want me to do another one, which we normally do, I will. This is how to steer clear of anxiety and stress. But you can see traffic from the right, and we're looking for blinkers. We're seeing who's going fast, who's going slow, who's just going to cut over. So we should see blinkers. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I see the cars, but I'm not staring at them. And in any directional change, you must use your blinker. Doesn't matter. So that, there's a lot of heavy construction traffic. We either love or hate people who do construction. We hate bumpy roads. Are your roads really bad? Our roads are really bad. Like breaking your car bad, tearing up your rim. And some people have tried to sue the county or the state. And of course, we don't want to be behind this gravel truck because this could break our windshield. And you might hear some gravel hitting the windshield. But if you were driving with me, I would get you over to the right because I'm not going to put you in the left lane because they're doing about 75 or 80. You'll probably hear the gravel hitting the windshield. And this is the most scariest thing right now. You should be able to hear the gravel hitting the windshield. We're in the blind spot right now. And this is scary. Sorry for raising my voice. I wanted you to hear this. would tell you, keep up your speed, don't panic. And we really want to stay away from that gravel truck at all costs. Curve is a little tight. If this is bringing you value, please give it a thumbs up. We're trying to get to 14 likes to get this out to people who want to learn how to drive as an adult. We're talking about adult driving today. So if you were driving with them, I would tell you slow down a little bit. You're going too fast. Back off of this burgundy car and slow down. Lift your foot. And you just did that. We're at about 65, which is fine. And if you look at most traffic, we're about 70. The average is probably 77 out here. Hey Meta, what is the average speed on 94? Meta said the average speed is about 76 miles an hour. Okay, I'm gonna make a lane change. See me looking, I'm gonna get over. And a lot of you will like jerk the wheel. Don't jerk the wheel, stay relaxed. And my day's doing good. I stayed up till like 3 in the morning. It's my daughter's birthday today. She's 22, so we bought her a 40-inch smart TV. And then she wanted her TV mounted on the wall. So I'm saying, you know, I'm pretty handy with tools. Long story short, we got her TV and the corner mounting unit. And you know you got to find the stud on the wall, right? So I had to go to Home Depot, spend $39. I got a stud finder, and the first one, I missed the stud. I accidentally drilled a hole in the wall. The second one, I checked it, I got it. But I checked it like 3 or 4 times, and then I had to go to Walmart, and it's funny, I gotta show you this. We're right by a Walmart semi-truck, right? You know how it goes. So, I went to Walmart, I bought a level, you know, it was the cheap one, like $6.99, I don't care. And then, because I wanted it to be level. Because I had never put up a television stand unit. You know, you gotta find the studs in the wall. You can't put it in the drywall or it's gonna rip it out. So, I used the stud finder. And this is over the last 24 hours. We had got it yesterday, and I was so tired because I had driver's ed class online, and then that was done at about 9:30. Then I had to come upstairs, had to go get some food for the wife, and you know, we got about 15 girls coming over to celebrate our daughter's birthday. They're coming from Indiana, Texas, Florida. They all gonna be at our house. So she wants Osaka's. That's like a Japanese food restaurant where they cook the food in front of you and set everything on fire and all that. So it's gonna be like 500. So I got the TV mounted. This is easier said than done. I had to do it in parts. Plus our dog, you know, if you have a dog, put yes. We have a dog named Lola, and she was like nervous and scared because, you know, we had to clean the kitchen. Let me switch angles for you. I want you to see this. Part of your job as an adult, you're going to be running errands. You know, picking up food for the family, picking up stuff. So I'm still in the middle lane. I'm rolling good. So I got the TV mounted up. I'm going to take a picture and post it because I'm kind of proud of myself. It's a 40-inch TV. It's like an off-brand from Walmart. It looks pretty good. We got a 55-inch in our room though. That's like a gaming monitor, 120 hertz monitor. So, ooh, I know where I'm going. I'm going to the pet store because I want to get a 100-gallon tank. I got a 40-gallon in the kitchen, and you did not know I was into aquariums. So, but I never have time to take a look at anything. And this car to the left, this is his Equinox. That's all electric. That's pretty nice too. Okay, range about 350 miles. So I got the TV. You had to put the brackets on the back, but it was too low. And then she got a 5-drawer dresser off of Facebook Marketplace. My wife went in with her though, because you know how those random people are on Facebook. So we let me flip it around. So she got that dresser, and it's brand new. Like, it's brand new. Only used like once. That's the gasoline powered. Let me show you this. That's the gasoline powered Blazer, and the other one is electric. The electric one just looks a little fatter, and it's got a plug and an EV battery. We are moving, man. We're about 75 miles an hour, and I'm barely keeping up with these people. So, I got the TV mounted, and we plugged it up. It's not perfect. We had to do an extension cord because, your house is just like mine. The studs are to the corners. So I got it, and then good thing, thank Harbor Freight. A TV stand. We had a TV stand. You know what? When she was little, she had a little Princess TV, the little color Princess TVs. Right? But she's older now. And she painted her own room. She painted it. She's got the Ariana Grande vibe. She's 21. So, she might ask me. She painted her own room. She got some paint. She painted it up. It looks good. It's not perfect, but, if you know how to paint, put yes in. But I'm going to take some pictures and show you. Her room is the nicest one in the house. It's a nice vibe. So she's got 3 pictures across her bed, one to the right. This is when you come in, and the TV is mounted on the wall, 40-inch. It looks good. It's not too big. Like, the TV is bigger than the room, and the room is not big. It's just right. The 40-inch is just right. And really, I want to get a stand for the one in our room, and that's a 55-inch. And if, I mount it up on the wall, it will look really, really nice. So I might do that too. It's not that hard once you locate the studs and everything. So we're rolling about 75. And I'm just barely staying with these cars. So if you were driving, I'd say let's cruise, man. Relax. But you can't go too slow. Because you want to learn to drive to help provide for your family. Because a lot of the jobs are not in the city, they're in the suburban areas. The industries are in the suburban areas, or the urban fringe. A lot of people in Detroit, Chicago, Houston, Texas, they don't have cars. New York, they got a really pretty good subway system. I was there in LA a few years ago for about 3 days for Vid Summit. I met Mr. Beast, I met PewDiePie, Legal Eagle, okay, Potato Jet, and I met a lot of YouTubers, and I learned how to make content. And it's about you. And I'm still learning right now. And what I'm doing is not perfect, but go slow in this curve. If you go too fast, you're going to lose control. Me, I'm always like training people. That's that electric one. the one to the right, that's the electric EV. You can see the plug door on the front, and you know, those things are not too bad. And I'm gonna go in slow to this turn, and you got to be in the inside lane by the double yellow. Bam, got him. But you know, every couple of years you need to freshen up your apartment, new paint or new rugs. And I think of teaching you guys how to drive as a life skill. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up, right? Please. Yes. And I got to find a way to, okay, I got to get over one lane to the right. Usually this whole area is very, very, very packed. So I'm just trying to be off the gas. And the one I'm gonna make a video at Harbor Freight, like if you had $100, I would make a list of things you would need for your car, you know, to have an emergency kit with you in case your car breaks down, right? We got Applebee's, White Castle, Panda, King of Burgers. Get over. But it was raining. We had flurries yesterday. Now it's really nice out here. We have a green arrow, so you got to go slow and turn slow. Always keep your turn short. You're going to go in the first lane. Keep it short. Then we got to get over. Don't panic on the black truck. In these areas near where these, like Michael's, American Mattress, PetSmart, these areas are very dangerous. You know, Target, here's my gap, and I'm gonna accelerate. A lot of you will go very slow. And this is a good area to work on parking. You see how nice the parking lines are? And I would take you here, we would do parking. I've parked here before with adults, okay? You have to know how to park. Secretary of State, you know, take your knowledge test there. And yes, we'll do some tutorials on this. And then we're in America, so you want to stay middle right. Okay. And then I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. And you know, I'm going to go into PetSmart and look at some fish tanks. And there's that Ford Mach-E. This is like a general driving tutorial showing you how to merge on the expressway. Handling the things that adults do, providing for your family. You know, you might have a child on the way. You want to think about getting a job, because when you have a car, it's going to cost money. It's not free to drive. It costs money. Hello, how are you? I'm reading through the text. Yeah, I learned a lot from my dad too. He was really quiet in the car. Dad was from Alabama. Mother was from Alabama. Then they moved up to Ohio, and they went between Ohio and Alabama and Texas. And I think it's really important that you just learn to stay balanced, and you don't have to rush, because when you're learning how to drive, things move slow. Cars move kind of fast. It's going to take you a minute to get up to speed. And we were in the right lane. We were in the middle lane. We passed by trucks. We took our time and just really becoming patient. And I think that's the biggest thing, becoming patient and realizing that eventually you will learn. And I'm going to take you through the process and help you and guide you. I won't be going live tonight because it's our daughter's birthday, and she's going to have like 15 or 20 of her friends from Texas and Michigan and Ohio and Florida. They're all going to be at the house, so we're going to go out tonight. I'll post some pictures. But I want to say thank you, and I appreciate all of you just joining in and being supportive. I want you to feel comfortable. All of your voices matter. And then check out that stand store. I'm going to put some more digital products in. I have two now, how to prepare for your road test, and then how to pass your knowledge test. I'm going to put some information up on how to buy a used car, what to look for. I do have experience in that, and I think that will be very helpful. We're also going to get a mastermind adult driving group, because I feel that's needed to help adults navigate the process of driving. Don't feel embarrassed. Get a good instructor. I definitely recommend having a driving coach the first 3 or 4 or 5 lessons, because you're going to panic when you get out here and you're going to be nervous. You don't want your boyfriend or girlfriend, your husband or your wife just screaming at you. I've taught a lot of couples like that, and the ladies are in tears because their husbands or boyfriends or older brothers just are screaming at them. At the same time, there are a lot of men out here who low-key don't want to drive. So if this algorithm touches you, then you need to be looking at my stand store. You need to be setting up a coaching call. And then over this weekend, I'm going to put together 2 or 3 more digital products. And then what I'm going to do is edit this video out, and you'll have smaller bite-sized chunks to help you navigate this process. So look at all these videos, give it a thumbs up. I will be talking to you later. Bye.